Somewhere in the middle of the ocean, archaeologists discovered an expanse of stone foundations that challenged the standard record of ancient architecture. These structures are organized in geometric patterns, rising out of the jungle in an area once thought to be uninhabited. For centuries, this island was a blank space on most charts. Sailors avoided the coastline, and local legends warned of strange lights near the shore, leading mapmakers to label the entire region as forbidden. When a 20th century expedition finally mapped the interior, they found evidence of a society with advanced engineering. Roads connect these settlements with mathematical symmetry, and wells were dug with a level of precision rarely seen in civilizations of this era. Yet, as the mapping continued, a statistical impossibility emerged. Despite researchers estimating a population in the thousands living here for hundreds of years, they found no burial sites, no graves, and not a single human bone. Under normal conditions, a population of this size would leave behind thousands of remains. The total lack of evidence suggests the residents left the site in a way that left no physical trace of their passing. To find where those thousands of people went, researchers looked inside the individual stone homes for clues about their final moments. They found meals left in their preparation bowls and storage containers that remained sealed and untouched. Beside them, specialized hand tools were placed in rows, undisturbed by the passage of time or the activity of looters. The condition of these rooms implies that daily life stopped in an instant, yet the lack of broken pottery or scattered belongings indicates there was no panic. Everything appears organized, as if the inhabitants simply walked away from their tasks. This paused order eliminates chaotic abandonment. For a city to be both empty and tidy, the departure had to be a controlled event. Because the island sits in a geologically active zone, a sudden earthquake or tsunami is a frequent subject of speculation. Standard disaster sites are defined by crumbled walls and layers of ash. On this island, the stone structures are still standing. There is no evidence of fire, flooding, or the structural collapse associated with seismic activity. Another possibility is a rapid plague that swept through the settlement before the population could react. However, disease creates a signature of disorder. Outbreaks leave behind chaotic clusters of personal items and, most importantly, victims where they fell. The pristine nature of these ruins suggests a different conclusion. Since disasters and disease leave a signature of chaos, the order found here points toward a departure planned and executed by the inhabitants themselves. Shoreline adhence supports this, showing carvings that resemble directional markers and coastal patterns consistent with large-scale boat launches. High-value survival tools are missing from the homes, suggesting they were packed rather than left behind. Climate data from regional core samples provides a motive. This chart shows a period where rainfall plummeted as sea temperatures rose. On an isolated island, these two factors would cause the freshwater lens to fail, making agriculture impossible and forcing a move to find new water sources. This data frames the vanishing as a survival strategy. The population didn't fall to a mystery, they successfully engineered a mass evacuation to a more sustainable environment. If thousands successfully evacuated, they landed somewhere. Yet mapping neighboring landmasses shows no records of settlers and no matching population spike. The trail ends at the shoreline. They moved an entire population across the ocean without leaving a single trace. History is often written by the ruins of those who were conquered or failed. We study the societies that left their remains behind, but we rarely consider those that were capable enough to exit on their own terms. If a civilization this advanced could leave so little behind, it raises a question about our understanding of the past. How many other societies have navigated a crisis so efficiently that they effectively removed themselves from history?